Hello everyone. Welcome to Red Shikshan Sanstha's Western Region English Medium YouTube channel. Today we are going to start with the next lesson of 10th Standard English Kumar Bharti textbook. It is 3.3 Stephen Hawking, written by Stephen Hawking. This is video number 19. Let us see about the writer. Stephen Hawking, who born on 8th January 1942 and died on 14th March 2018. He is an English theatrical physicist, cosmologist, author and director of research at the Center of Theatrical Cosmology within the Cambridge University. Hawking was the first to set out a theory of cosmology explained by a union of the general theory of relativity and quantum machines. Here, cosmology is the science of the origin and development of the universe. Hawking is an honorary fellow of the Royal Society of Arts, a lifetime member of the Pontifical Academy of Sciences, and a recipient of the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian award in the US. This lesson gives us an insight about the great scientist, his life, and his works. Insight means deep understanding about the life and the work achieved by Stephen Hawking. Let us see about the lesson. Stephen Hawking, born January 8, 1942, is a British scientist, professor, and author who has done groundbreaking work in physics and cosmology, and whole books have helped to make science accessible to everyone. At the age of 21, while studying cosmology at the University of Cambridge, he was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS. Part of his life story was depicted in the 2014 film, The Theory of Everything. Here, Stephen Hawking had done a groundbreaking work. Groundbreaking work means a pioneer. He is a pioneer who had started the first the relation of cosmology or the various science related with the origin and development of the universe. So he was a pioneer who had done this work. At the age of 21, when he was studying cosmology at University of Cambridge, he was diagnosed with the disease ALS, which is very rare disease, and part of his whole story was shown in the film which was published in 2014, and the name of the film was The Theory of Everything. Over the years, Stephen Hawking has written or co-written a total of 15 books. A few of the most noteworthy includes. Now see, he was with his problem, with his diseases, he had done tremendous work in the work of cosmology, in the world of cosmology. He had written or co-written total of 15 books, including, see the books which he had written. In 1988, Hawking catapulted the international prominence with the publication of A Brief History of Time. The short, informative book became an account of cosmology for the masses and offered an overview of space and time, the existence of God, and the future. The work was an instant success, spending more than 4 years atop the London Sunday Times bestsellers list. Since its publication, it has sold millions of copies worldwide and been translated into more than 40 languages. So, in 1988, Hawking had catapulted. Catapulted means launched. He has launched a book. Name of the book was A Brief History of Machine. In his book, he had offered an overview of space and time, the existence of God, and the future. The work was instant success. That means the book remains at the top, at the most prior book which was present in the sellers list of London Sunday Times for 4 years, a bestseller book. And this publication had sold millions of copies worldwide, and also this book is translated into more than 40 languages. So you can understand how important or how interesting that book is. A Brief History of Time also wasn't an easy to understand as some had hoped. So, in 2001, Hawking followed up his book with The Universe in a Nutshell, which offered a more illustrated guide to cosmology's big theories. Now we know very well cosmology is not very easy subject. It is having some difficult terms, difficult theories. So the book which he had published first, A Brief History of Time, could not be understood by the peoples. So for understanding to the common peoples also, he had published the next book, The Universe in a Nutshell, which is a more illustrated guide for the cosmology's big theories to open up to the common peoples. In 2005, Hawkins authored the even more accessible A Briefer History of Time, which further simplified the original work's core concepts and touched upon the newest developments in the field like string theory. In 2005, Hawkins had authored the next book, which is a core. Core means central or the basic concepts related with the cosmology, and it also touched the newest developments which are present in the physical thing, or you can say in the cosmic theories, like a string theory, which you might have known, which is present in the physics. So he had given all this concept, the basic or the core concept, in his next book, which is accessible for the common peoples. Together, these three books, along with Hawking's own research and papers, articulate the physicist's personal research for science's Holy Grail, a single unifying theory that can combine cosmology, the study of the big, with quantum machines, the study of small, to explain how the universe began. Now here Holy Grail means a thing which is eagerly pursued or sought after. So here the peoples were searching, as you know, the scientists were searching for the origin of the universe. So then these three books which he had published, The Brief History of Time, then A Universe in a Nutshell, and the next book, The Briefer History of Time, and so many papers and research work which was done by Stephen Hawking shows us the study of big, that means a combined cosmology, and up till the study of the small. It will explain how the universe has began or originated, which is very important subject for all the scientists. It's this kind of ambitious thinking that has allowed Hawking to claim he can think in 11 dimensions, to lay out some big possibilities for humankind. He is convinced that time travel is possible and that humans may indeed colonize other planets in the future. Dimensions means aspect, features, or fact. All this work, this ambitious thinking of Stephen Hawking, shows that he can think in 11 dimensions, 11 aspects, to lay out some big possibilities for humankind. That means which things can be happen in coming future. He is convinced that the time travel is possible. The person can travel from time, from one time limit to other. And also humans may indeed colonize in other planets, in future. So as like we know, the human being is eager for searching the new planets, the new places. Similarly, according to Stephen Hawking, the humans can colonize in other planets in coming future. In September 2010, Hawking spoke against the idea that God could have created the universe in his book, The Grand Design. Hawking previously argued that belief in a creator could be compatible with modern scientific theories. His new work, however, concluded that the Big Bang was the inevitable consequence of the laws of physics and nothing more. In September 2010, Hawking spoke against the idea that God could have created the universe in his book, The Grand Design. The Grand Design, this is a book in which Hawking has argued that the belief in a creator, that means in God, is not possible. According to him, that can be compatible with the modern scientific theories, as like Big Bang theory. You know very well these terms are used or known in the physics. Big Bang theory, we know the origin. The scientists are searching for the origin, and Big Bang, this is one of the reason of starting up of or the origin of the universe. So in his book The Grand Design, Hawking has written about the Big Bang theories and the laws of physics and nothing more. Because there is a law such as gravity, the universe can and will create itself from nothing. Hawking said, spontaneous creation is the reason there is something rather than nothing. Why the universe exists, why we exist. That means, according to him, there is a law such as a gravity. This gravity force or the gravitational force is also possible behind this Big Bang theory, and the universe is created itself from nothing. No God is behind creating the universe. According to Hawking, he said that spontaneous creation is the reason there is something rather than nothing. Why the universe exists, why we exist. According to him, he was searching why the universe was present and why the human beings or the human life can be seen only on earth. So these questions are present in his mind, and he had tried to answer all these questions which are related with the universe and cosmology. In next part of this lesson, we will study about the remaining half part of the lesson. Up till that, revise at home and study. Thank you for watching.